Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Empowered RN. Now, Canada is having a massive recruitment fair that will be taking place in Dubai, both physically and virtually, for who? Healthcare workers. Yes, my dear. Empowered RN saw this information, and being a healthcare worker myself, this light bulb went up and said that I needed to share this information with all my subscribers and individuals that are also in my country back home and all across the world, so that this opportunity does not miss you. So Canada has a province in the area of New Prince Edward Island that is now recruiting healthcare workers, and this will take place on February 2024 in Dubai. Now, you may say that this is taking place in Dubai, but as the title suggests, they have listed this information on their government website and also stated that the interviews will take place both physically and virtually. So let's read between the lines. So if they're doing it physically and virtually, you can stay from your homes and participate in this fair. Now, I am super excited because I'm seeing healthcare workers being the main priority on this list. And I won't leave out my healthcare workers. I won't just speak of my healthcare workers alone, because they're also recruiting for persons that are within the manufacturing industry, IT industry, hospitality industry, and also the trucking industry. So if you're in any of these other areas, we're going to go through it. I'm going to go on the site, pull up everything that is required, and show you guys how to start this process. Now, for my healthcare workers, they have specified the different types of persons that they're looking for. And let me tell you who they're looking for. They are looking for caregivers, registered nurses, and they are also looking for doctors and any other related field, as I saw on their site. No, so these are all the individuals that they're looking for in terms of healthcare workers. Now, I saw this information online and I researched, I looked, and it looks legit. It's on their government website. Now, we have stated that it is in Canada and it is in the province of Prince Edward Island that is doing this recruitment. So this means that recruitment officers will be going to Dubai to conduct interviews, and they'll be doing this both virtually and physically. Now, I think this is a great opportunity for individuals, especially those in the healthcare and all the other facilities that the industries that they have listed, to take part and not to miss out on this opportunity. Now we're going to do, I'm going to pull up the information online, and I'm going to show guys how you can go through this information. And I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of how you can get this done. This will be a little voiceover. I'm new to YouTube, so please guys, bear with me. So guys, once you click the link that is provided in the description, you'll come here and you'll see international recruitment events for Prince Edward Island, and they'll explain to you their mission and their purpose on why they're recruiting and how they're supporting immigrants who choose to live and work in Prince Edward's Island. And also that they're inviting persons to come, study, work, and explore their island. So you can see below down into that they give the list of recruitment events for 2023, which was last year. One took place in Dubai, and one took place in Brussels, and one took place in Singapore, and they're all closed. But the February 2024 is active for Dubai, and all you need to do is just click the sign up button that is located to the right hand side, and it will take you to the next page. And you can see below, if you have any questions, you can send them an email at that email that's provided. So once you click that sign up button, it takes you to the next page, and you'll see 2024 International Recruitment Candidate Registration for Dubai. You'll also see that they're asking to register and provide your resume or CV to be considered for employers that are hiring in the Prince Edward Island. Now, they're also saying that employers will connect with potential applicants to discuss job opportunities in person or virtually. So, what are you waiting for? And they also list below that registration is free to be considered. Also, it talks about down here of not giving misinformative information, and that it's free to submit your profile to express an interest, and it is illegal to pay for a job. Now, this is just a video talking about Prince Edward Island that they have uploaded with from YouTube. Now, as we come down here, we're ready to fill out the document. So it says to please select the field that you like to be considered on. So it has healthcare, caregivers, registered nurse, doctors, and any other health field of work. So if it's not listed there and you're in healthcare, you can select it. Then it comes down to trades and construction. You see they'll have electrician, mechanic, carpenter, plumbers, pipe fitters, painters, heating and cooling technicians, construction helper, and roofer, and other trade or construction field of work. It also lists IT, whether you're a web developer, cybersecurity analyst, software engineer, and other IT fields. Hospitality, housekeeper, cooks, and other hospitality field of work. Trucking industry is also listed, whether you're a truck driver, dispatcher, heavy duty mechanic, or other trucking industry. Manufacturing, machine operator, manufacturing worker, or meat cutter, any other field of work. Then this is where you come down to fill out your personal information. You will list your first name, last name, and you also provide an email, and you also confirm that email. This button right here is where you upload your resume. So make sure you have your resumes already up and running, and then you click save. So after doing that, you then move to the bottom where they express to you this is your personal information. It's like a privacy agreement. So you click I agree to the terms and use of the privacy policy, and then you click save and next. And this will take you to the next page. So once we click to the next page, we were ready now to answer the following general qualifying questions. So it asks you what is your country of nationality, and you can click that option in the box to find your nationality. Then you'll move down to what is your country of residence, and you can click others, and then you can put in the country of residence. Next, you're going to move on to the other question, which asks, are you willing to relocate to Prince Edward Island? Yes, of course. Then, do you have an active immigration application with the provincial, territorial, regional immigrations programs other than Prince Edward Island provincial nominee programs or Atlantic immigration programs? You then click that option and you select no if you don't have any form of paperwork with them prior. Now, this is very important at this question. Are you between the ages of 18 to 59? Yes, that's an age group that they're looking for. So if you're not within that age group, it will be quite difficult. So professional experience, we're going to scroll down to, we're now going to look at the English proficiency. So they're now asking, are you able to perform tasks in the English language? And if you're a yes, because if your language is English, you're an expert on that based on your language that you speak. Are you able to perform tasks in the French language? And then you click on that, whether you're basic, intermediate, or an expert or no. Then you move on to the other question. This question is now going to ask you, are you interested in working full-time in Prince Edward Island? And you click yes, of course. And the minimum hours is 30 hours per week. Then you're going to move on now to the other question, which asks you how many years of full-time work experience do you have that are directly related to the position that you're applying to? So if you're in the healthcare field and you're a nurse for 20 years or 5 years or 2 years, you put in the age range that is selected. Then we move on to the next question. And this question asks, what is your current position? Say if you're in the healthcare field, any other field, you put in your position that you're working in right now. Now, the next question asks, what are your previous positions held? So if you had previous jobs you want to put in here, or you can put in your current job that you're in also, and you can list them out. Next, we're going to move on to education, testing, and credentialing. So this then asks you, have you successfully completed a minimum secondary school diploma, such as have you completed high school and do you have a diploma? So you click yes for that. Then we're going to move on to the next area, which then asks you, how did you hear about this recruitment mission? So then you click and you're going to look at the options, whether you heard about social media, through the embassy, recruitment agency, and you can click through social media and specify YouTube, Empowered RN. Next to that, we're now going to answer the next question, which says, if selected for an interview, will you be able to attend in person in Dubai in February 2024? So you click yes or no. Some persons are online saying that if you don't know what the future holds, if you're able to fly to Dubai, you can click yes. And some persons say still click less because you don't know what will happen. And then you click save and next, and this will submit your application, and that will signify the end of the registration process. And I think they'll send you like a follow-up email, and that's it. So we've just went through a step-by-step process of how to fill out this application so that you can register yourself to get selected in the event of the massive job recruitment fair that will be taking place in February 2024, especially for healthcare workers and all other related fields. Now, something that we need to talk about is that, as we have seen through this step-by-step process, is that your resume or your CV will be required. Number two, you'll be doing an interview. So if this interview can either be done physical or virtual. Now, things that we need to speak about is how to make yourself stand out. This is a massive recruitment fair. That means that thousands of persons will be applying. How to make yourself stand out, that's something that we need to talk about. You make yourself stand out by having an impressive resume or CV. How do you do this? Make sure that your resume is comprehensive, to the point. Whether if you're applying for a registered nurse, a doctor, or you're within the manufacturing field, or you're within IT, hospitality, if you're in those areas, make your resume specific to that area. What counts and gives you added bonus is the years of experience. Put in your experience, also the levels that you work, whether you're in management at your former workplace, at your current workplace. You put in those other extra points to make sure that you show that you have leadership potential also. Next to that, you need to make sure that you put in your qualifications, which are important, and also any additional certification that will make you have an advantage or leverage and to make your resume stand out. Please also remember, when you're listing your experience or detailing your experience, you give a detailed overview in bullet format of what you do on a day-to-day basis to make your resume stand out. The next thing that you need to do also to make you stand out when you're doing a virtual interview is that you still need to remember that this is going to be an in-person interview, meaning that you won't be there physically, but the individual will still be seeing you virtually. So you need to prepare yourself to make sure that you're in an upright position. You still have your eye contact. You still have that level of self-confidence, and that you're assertive even when you're sitting and looking through a cell phone or whatever device that you're looking at. The next thing that you need to do to make yourself have an advantage or a leverage, if you're applying for a position, you need to research your position, research also the provinces that you're going to work in. Prince Edward Island. What are the different amenities that are located? Why do you want to go there? These are some questions that recruiters may ask you. The next thing also, they may ask you, what are your plans for the future? Why you're interested in working in such an area, and why are you interested in migrating, if so be. Also, remember, key things that individuals are looking for when you're doing an interview is to make sure that you're assertive, you're on point, make sure that you also have that confidence and that eye contact. The next thing that you always need to remember when you're doing an interview, and they ask you, do you have a question? Always remember to ask a question. Find something to ask about, do your research and ask a question, and make yourself look assertive and that you're interested in getting this job. Also, you can ask for follow-up dates or timelines when you can reach out, or if they reach out back to you after the end of the interview. Now, I hope everyone that watches this video, I pronounce blessings and prosperity on you, that you're successful in this application in whatever field or industry you're in. Now, I'm going to speak a bit to my registered nurses because that's a field that I work in. I don't know how it will go in terms of the NCLEX with regards to immigration, but recruitment officers are there. You can speak to them with regards to that. I've seen online of other persons speaking that this may apply to most persons also, that the IELTS or the English exam won't be required. So these are some other questions that you can also ask in the interview process. Now, I wish that everyone will be successful in this recruitment fair that is taking place in Dubai. And I also ask that you may like and share this video with other persons that will benefit from this. And if you like the content that I have produced and you want to see more of this coming, please remember to press that like and subscribe button. Thank you.